Sunrise coming, San Mateo. And the horizon is Mount Diablo. Now on the other side of Mount Diablo from where we're standing is the Delta. Where in the Delta, if you were recreating and you were fishing out in the Delta, it's known that the waters are so bad. That's Foster City there. And now we're pointing directly from that view from Mount Diablo. This is the new upgraded San Mateo clean water building. This thing was non-existent when I moved in about 13 years ago. So behind this is the pump dam water house for clean water. It was half, literally maybe a third of the size of what's going on now that it's complete. Well, back there was my first striper catch. Why do I bring this up? Well, I knew when I grew up here, I could barely see. I couldn't even recognize that that was Mount Diablo because the air was so polluted. I grew up in polluted airs around here. Okay, that was in the 80s. In the 70s, I was late 70s. I was riding around with family, and we didn't have clean cars back then, and everybody's driving around and polluting the air. Well, even worse, down by the Delta side, we see power plants with big smokestacks, and we knew that it was not healthy to eat the fish. And sadly enough, as I go fishing around the areas in the Delta and what have you, it turns out I'm promoting a lot more about fishing than anything else, because I keep reminding folks, do not eat the fish over in this area. In this area, it's still not clean enough to eat the fish. If you're gonna go into recreational fishing, you need to get a real powerful motorboat, power boat, to be able to catch fish outside of the bay. And even then, the most senior yachtsmen will deny the fact that it is a safe practice, because those waters outside the Golden Gate are not safe. Well, what I have here is the view of the most safe waters you could ever see. The safest waters for any human to partake in the recreation now. Only because we have technology that could support inside the bay. That's the 92 bridge headed into the Delta on the other side. Now, all I'm going to tell you now is that we have a whole bunch of civilians walking around this. Why do I say civilian? Because when I'm on a boat, I'm literally not a civilian, because I'm not doing what the average civilian does. When I'm recreating on my sailboat, especially when I'm going by myself, it is not a safe activity. The safe activity is to walk on foot. Now, there was a very important program that links up to what I'm talking about here. The view, the dream of this land was to be able to traverse by foot all around these bay waters. And that's called the Bay Trail Walk. So on the last picture, I will post the banner of the Bay Trail. It's not there yet. You will not be able to walk all the way around this bay to get closer to that mountain, because it's not connected. So that's the status this year, 2025 in fall. Enjoy the Bay Trail as we get it. Love y'all. All right, gang, I promised a picture of the banner, and here it is. Anytime you see the Bay Trail sign, it's free parking. That's right. You have a car, you could park for free all day long. There's no limit. The reason why is that you could spend all day walking around the Bay Trail, where the vision is to get all the way around these waters. Okay. It's impossible to walk around the bay by foot in one day. So there you have it. The greatest gift that our multiple counties can offer. The safest Bay Trail walk that you can have. It's just another clean air day from the landing into SFO. This walkway into the wildlife preserve is a no bike zone. It is probably the greatest walk in the morning for the San Mateo city. And I took my unicycle from the closest municipal crossing into the closest San Mateo shopping center with this. And the closest San Mateo shopping center is on Norfolk and Shoreview. So this is the most interesting thing that we have in my 10 years is that from Norfolk Shopping Center, we have probably the best theater of the cleanest water walking trail I have ever seen in my life in San Francisco. All right, gang. Love y'all. Have a good morning. Sunrise in San Mateo City. I just came out of the Norfolk Shopping Center off of 3rd Avenue. Behind the golf course, you have the 3rd Avenue windsurfers, which is probably the harshest waters you could ever windsurf out of when you touch that 92 bridge with your windsurf vessel. I go in there with my sailboat into West Point. Easier with a power boat. You can take a power boat and get all the way to the other side of the Delta, all the way to the other side of this mountain, Mount Diablo. Via these waters, you can take a power boat and go into the Delta Loop, spend days, maybe even weeks around the loop and just getting to know all the restaurants. And you can dock your boat at the restaurant, stay over with the permission of the owners of the restaurant, and just keep going around the loop. That loop touches Sacramento. But today, we're enjoying the sunrise from a ride in my unicycle. I'm dropping off my car for air conditioning service at Percy's shop, Boss Percy's shop, which is the auto repair shop called Conti Repair. Conti has been in the neighborhood of Shoreview for so long. They also upgraded their business. They also have a car dealership in the same building at the corner of 3rd Avenue in Norfolk. If you have a bicycle, you drop your car off for service and you can see the sunrise of San Mateo. Love y'all.